Welcome to Morrigan's Cottage. Morrigan's Cottage is a 200-year-old cottage set in Ireland's beautiful and wild west, sitting on just about 4 acres of land. The land is overgrown and the cottage has started to deteriorate after being left vacant for a number of years. But my name's Aisling, this is my dog Morrigan and my cat Vanya, and together we're going to bring this cottage and land back to its former glory. Follow us along through the surprises, the headaches and successes in bringing back the character to this lovely old home, and in turning the land into a biodiverse cottage garden and home rescue to animals in the future.
The farter was underground.
He said hi. No, you finished? So we did unfortunately get storm damage. Today the plan is we're gonna finally free this door. We've just lost power. Storm update! Yeah, so whoops. I got very impatient and lifted up the flooring, which is out of the Aisling playbook of being impatient and just moving on to the next thing, but that's fine. We're gonna finish this corner here, hopefully, and then we are gonna hop scoot and strut back over to this corner here, because I don't want to take down anything around the door and I'm just not bothered moving this thing. So we're gonna move back over here. We're gonna continue to try get this doorway opened, and yeah, that's the plan, ski. It's just after getting quite dark and rainy. Oh, it's raining. Morrigan hates the rain. But look, it's so foggy and cloudy down there. Do you want to go back in? It's raining quite bad. Yeah, keep going. That was a busy day. It is just 6:15 and it's starting to get dark. Obviously the light has to be on. So me and Missy, we were gonna head home for the day. Lots done. Obviously got the grass done and got lots done in the main bedroom, which is brilliant. A couple of people have asked about the grant, and basically with the grant, you can't start works before grant approval come in. Now I did talk to my county council, and you can't start works on anything that you are going to be claiming back for the grant. So me taking down the plaster doesn't affect the grant, because I'm not charging for time, materials or anything like that. The plaster unfortunately had to come down. You might remember in the kitchen there's like pockets where the plaster has come down, and that's because we've got problems with the walls, so the plaster had to come down. So we've got problems with the walls, so the plaster has to come down in parts of the house, not all of the house, just to check like the structural stability. So the front 2 bedrooms are the old part of the house, so those two, oh god, there's like parts of the wall in my hair now and everything. Can't wait to have a shower. So the front parts of the house are unfortunately, oh my god, I'm covered in dust. I need to change immediately. I can't remember what I was saying, but basically, don't worry, taking down the plaster is fine. You just can't start anything that you're going to be claiming for. So double check with your council if you're going through the same thing. Make sure that what you're doing is okay, obviously. But yes, you cannot start anything that you are claiming for, and thankfully we are not claiming any of this. I wish I could, but yeah, so that is where we're leaving it now. God, is that a grey hair or is it just dust? Probably grey hair. That's where I'm leaving it now. I'm going to quickly pack up the few bits in the car. I'm going to change into something less dusty, and we're going to be on our way before it gets too dark out. But yeah, it's 6:15 and it's already pretty dark. It's getting cold, it's getting rainy. Storm is coming tomorrow, so hopefully when we come down it's not too miserable, but otherwise we're good. One last note before I for reals sign off for this evening. Our cows are gone in like all the fields. So there was cows in this field, there was 3 in there, and then there was a field over behind the house this way that had like a bunch of cows, and then like right across from the front door there was another field that had lots of cows, and those cows loved running over to us. They were friends of ours. They're gone. I don't know where they're gone. How dare they move my cows without my permission? But yeah, it's getting a bit cold now. It's not freezing, but it's definitely getting cold. Here is the view, my beautiful green grass. But yeah, anyway, we're going for reals now because it's getting dark. Good morning and welcome back to Morrigan's cottage. Oh, there's Morrigan. I'm Aisling, and it is Sunday the 20th of October. We just got down to the house, and from the looks of it, we survived Storm Ashley Night 1. When we left last night, the winds were getting really wild. Not super fun to listen to when you have a roof that's maybe just hanging on to life. But the roof has survived. Now, I think today maybe is going to be worse than yesterday. I think the rain is going to be, or not the rain, the wind is going to be a lot stronger than it was yesterday. So we're just hanging on to hope that the roof is going to stay on and it's going to be fine. We had worse storms last year and the roof hung tight there. So we're just going to hope that again this year it's going to hang tight again. Did a quick look around. It looks like everything is fine. Yeah, you can just definitely hear the wind blowing in. It's quite... I don't like it. I don't like the wind anyway, but I don't like hearing it whistling through my attic anyway. We did do a quick look outside. All the trees are still up. The roof on the sheds are still on. The roof on the little, I don't know what you would call it. Like this doorway here leads into a kind of like a utility room, I suppose, is what maybe the last people used it as. There's like a dryer in there that doesn't work. Well, I haven't tried to turn it on, but I presume it doesn't work. I'm not using it. And the little flue for this, like the stove goes up through there. Now that's completely rusted through, so that lets all the water in. But the roof on that is like barely still on, so I'm surprised that that's still on there. But the wind, I don't think quite hits that. But yeah, the wind is coming westerly, which hits, when you're looking at the house, it's going to hit the back of the house on the right. So that's like kind of the kitchen, the spare bedroom and the living room. So anyway, at the moment, no damage, but it is supposed to be worse tonight. And unfortunately, we won't be back down until next weekend to have a look and see if everything's okay. But maybe my neighbours will text me if there's a problem. Well, they will. I know they will. So yeah, that is storm update. The only room that there is storm damage in, and I'll come show it to you. Hang on. So we did unfortunately get storm damage in this room. I don't know what happened in here. What's going on? What happened to this beautiful room? So Storm Ashley did not cause this damage. This damage was caused by Storm Aisling. But yes, very happy with how things are looking in this room. I think today the plan is we're gonna finally free this door. We're gonna take up the few floorboards along here. I think that's the plan. We might get outside and we might do a bit strimming, but this door needs to get opened because I'm tired of looking at it like this. But it's just hard to get out because these are nailed into the walls on either side, and they're also nailed into the floor, and they're nailed in up here. So it's quite tight. We can't take this piece down because there's wiring stuck into it. So we're gonna have to like just cut along here, open it up there, and then try to figure out how we're gonna get this wood out. so that we can start utilizing this door. Now it looks very dark through there, and that is because if you sneak a peek, there's presses and stuff in the way. But if we could get this door free, that would be amazing. Now it is covered in mold, which is lovely. But anyway, that's the plan. I'm gonna get this little one some brunch. So the storm is starting to rage. Have a little look outside. Not raining yet. Like there's a little bit of rain, but it's not raining wet. But we've just lost power. Great. So that obviously isn't great. Okay, so it's only 11. We've been down an hour. We've no power. I actually haven't done anything yet because I've just been drinking my coffee and relaxing because I was tired because we didn't sleep last night. Power's gone. Hopefully it comes back quite quickly. But the power's gone. Storm update! So we have no Wi-Fi. Fridge. And we have no power in the fridge, obviously. So power's gone. That's obviously not great. Here's a look outside. You can see it started raining. See if you can hear the wind. Hang on. Now, the biggest problem if we don't have electrics is that we don't have water because we have a private well, which means the water comes obviously direct from the well and the pump needs power to get it. So I wonder... Okay, there's a little bit of water probably still in the pipe. I think we're gonna have to go home. I'm gonna give it half an hour. See if it comes back on. And if it doesn't, we're gonna go. But you know what? I think we're gonna go anyway. Let me just check and see what the gusts are. Okay, so the rain has started. Oh, I do not like the wind. God, I hope my roof does not come off. I will freak if the roof comes off. Oh, okay, so wind gusts at the moment. Can you hear that? I feel like... What's it like in here? Everything seems to be holding up at the moment. This room is, so the roof is obviously not fully closed. This yoke leaks because it's rusted through. Yeah, bit nervous now. So the wind gust is at about 67 kilometers per hour at the moment, and it's set to get up to 80 or 90 in the next few hours. So I think even though we just got here, we're actually going to go. We'll be traveling like east, and the west is where this is going to hit the worst. So we're going to go. Thankfully, we're not in an area that has to worry about flooding, because that would be awful. I don't know how I would cope with that. But we're not in a flooding area. We're not near like a body of water that could swell and take us out. So that's good. We won't be driving through anywhere that there will be potential flooding. So power's gone, water's gone, the sun is shining. Parts of the roof I'm worried about are the lifted parts. So here is a little bit lifted, and over there you can kind of see is a little bit lifted. Now that's been lifted for a long time, so that's not storm damage. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me because obviously it's really, really windy. This bloody electricity pole is shaking like no one else's business. Oh my god, it's so windy. Now, when you come over here, these trees do a really good job at blocking some of that gust, which is good, but hopefully we don't lose any more because we lost the trees that used to be over there. Sorry, hopefully you can hear me. But here's the roof. Like I said, I'm worried about this section here. We are totally protected from that gust from these trees. Morrigan! Oh! Oh, honey! I didn't know where you were, I got scared. I thought the wind got you. So this is our electricity pole. Look at that wind. But yeah, we're like completely shaded from it here. These trees are actually doing a fantastic job at keeping us sheltered. So thank you so much, trees. Hopefully they don't come down. So that's the wind update. It's absolutely wild out there. Look, if the roof comes off, I'm going to be calling the grant people tomorrow, like, hello, you need to come out right now because my roof just came off and I need to get it fixed. But then I think I'd go through my insurance. I don't really know how that works. Anyway, the house is insured, thank God. I actually just renewed it like 3 days ago. It went up €200, by the way, which is sick and twisted. Just so you know, if you have an old house like this, €780 to insure it for a year. Am I getting ripped? I feel like I'm getting ripped, but because I think my parents' house is like €300 or something for the year. But anyway, look, it is what it is. It's paid for the year. It's on my credit card. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna finish my coffee. We haven't even had our morning coffee. We shouldn't have come down, but it's fine. Better to be here and have this storm update. But yeah, I'm gonna get dressed properly, like in my driving clothes, because I got into my I'm okay to get these dirty and tear down the walls clothes. Let's check out my roof. That's the end of the excitement today here at Morrigan's Cottage, because we're leaving. We're packed up, we're leaving. Yeah, bit of a mental day. My glasses are covered in the rain, so they'll have to be wiped. These are my driving glasses, by the way. For anyone who watches Coronation Street, these are my Deirdre Barlow glasses, is what I call them. Is that grass in my hair? Oh no, it's on the wall. Oh my god, stupid. Anyway, that's us here at Morrigan's Cottage for Sunday the 20th of October, and I will see you again the 27th. Is that a Sunday? Anyway, bye. So I forgot to video when we got home, but we did make it home safe and sound to Dublin. Thankfully, the journey was relatively uneventful. The wind was really bad, so I did not go anywhere over about 80, to be honest with you, the entire drive home. At one point, I was driving home and we were coming through this small little town you have to go through to get back on the main road. And this little shop had like one of those, you know, those plastic kind of vending machines you put in €1 or two and then a kid's toy pops out. So that got blown away, and it got blown straight into my car, and whatever was in it, I think they were like plastic balls or something, one of them popped underneath the car, so there was this loud bang. Oh, my fright. And like I saw it blowing towards me, but like there was nothing I could do. Like I slowed the car way down, but it's still, unfortunately, it happened so fast that it hit the front of the car. It did knock my front sensor off the car, which when the car goes into like, you know, autopilot or whatever, where it kind of not drives itself, but the speed maintains itself. So it did knock the front sensor, but I did put it back on, and it seemed to have worked for the rest of the drive. And then when I got home, this is like 2 days after it, so the storm was Monday, it's now Tuesday, or sorry, the storm was Sunday, it's now Tuesday. So yesterday, when the storm had fully died down, I went out and checked the car, and there was damage to the front of the car, which is really annoying. It's not a lot, but there's a couple little like dents in the grille around where the sensor is and stuff like that, but it is what it is. It's not noticeable unless you're really looking for it. The electricity has now come back on at the house. I only know this because I have like the Ring security system and I can see my house again, and I'm checking the camera that's in the kitchen and everything looks fine. I would presume if the roof was gone I'd be able to tell just from the video, but I also haven't heard from the neighbours, so I presume the roof held and it's still on. I will be back down on Sunday, which is what, 27th or something like that. So we will be back down Sunday to have a look and assess the damage and see if there is any damage. So we survived the storm. We're back up in Dublin. My dad's car actually, so obviously we're in Dublin, we weren't supposed to get the storm as bad, and the winds got really bad here too, so I can only imagine how bad it got down at the house, which is out west, which got the worst of the storm. But a pipe or something from the neighbour's garden like blew off their house or blew out of their garden and like smacked my dad's car, so he has a bit of damage on his car too. Nothing major, nothing that you would like contact insurance about, but I think it did mess up his paint damage a little bit. And his is like a brand new car, it's from the end of last year or something like that, so a bit sick for him, whereas my car is like a 2015, so it's a bit older. But yeah, we survived.